Hi there. Now, this week I've decided instead of doing a video based on our unit work, I'm going to put my focus into one around the assignment that's coming up. We're looking at task 1, the Digital Citizenship Project, the one that's just down here. So by now you should have received your group. So I've created our Edmodo page and you've got individual groups on there. You've all been invited to those individual groups. The groups consist of about 3 to 4 people. Now, they've changed several times already just because we've had a lot of movement within our group, our external group. So there's been people who have decided to withdraw because the workload is too heavy with all their other units or other things happening for them. And some have chosen to go internal. We've also had other people coming into what we're doing, and they've changed from internal to external. So I suppose that's the nature of external studies. It makes it challenging. So I'm hoping that we've finally got our set groups and it's not going to be too much change. Now, it's really important once you have received your invitation to the Edmodo group that you do connect with your group members. All 3 or 4 of you are already connected to that one once I've invited you. So please just go on and reintroduce yourselves. You may not have worked together before, and it's always nice to figure everybody out and get into it. Now, we're going to go straight into the Digital Citizenship Project. The Task 1 Digital Citizenship Project tab has been live on Edmodo for quite some time now, so great if you've had an opportunity to have a little look yourself. If you haven't, don't worry, we'll have a little look together now. So I've clicked on the Task 1 Digital Citizenship Project tab. So it says this section provides detailed information about Task 1. This task requires you to work as a team to plan and develop a web quest and individually to develop an example end product on safe, responsible and ethical use of the web. So this project is twofold. You've got one component which is a group effort, and the other side is you contributing to that group effort individually. So we should have 3 or 4 different contributors coming together to produce one final task. So you've got several tabs on here. The first one, or links, is Task 1 Part A, which is the group project plan. The second one is Part B, and that's resources to assist you with your design of your group wiki, your individual pages, and individual example end product. Okay, we've then got the marking guide and the assignment cover sheet. Lots to look at, lots to go through. So I'm going to start off by going through let's have a look at the marking guide to start with, just because this is what I'm going to be marking you against. So I'll click on that and it downloads as a Word document. Here we go. So for the marking guide, you've got your group wiki URL, and I'll explain what a wiki is shortly. So that's where your hyperlink will go. Your student name and student number. Please make sure with any submissions that you do include your full name and your student number. It's really important. Otherwise, I don't know who's who or where it's coming from. So the things that you are going to be marked on, let's have a look. There we go. We've got our rubric. So Part A is the group project plan. So you need to have all of these simple things to simply get 1 mark. So make sure that you are going through this really carefully. So you've come up with a team name. I've given you all names of Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Please come up with something a little bit more creative. I've had lots of acronyms in the past. I've had just fun names, and that's totally fine. You've got your group wiki URL, which is this link here, and your team agreement, which we'll go through in just a minute. The teamwork processes, this is all on the project plan, so it's very stepped out for you, and we'll go through that in a sec. Appropriate year level and Australian curriculum, so you need to come to a consensus about what year level you would like to focus on and what part of the curriculum you would like to focus on, keeping in mind that we are looking at safe, responsible and ethical use of the internet. We're highlighting your topic selected. So again, I'll go back to the project plan. You list name, end products, technology, and the characteristics of meaningful learning that you're looking at, and then assigning roles to each person. Okay, so that's the first part. Now I'm going to stop there with the marking guide, and I'm going to go to the actual group plan so that you know what I'm on about. So if I click on that, it'll take us to a Google Drive document or Google Docs. if you haven't already, I'd strongly encourage you to create a Google Drive account. Again, I'll go into that in just a minute. There's lots to get through today. So here we go. This is your editable, yeah, something like that. Group project plan for task 1. So this is a template view only. So one of your team members, again, you need to discuss this through Edmodo, one of your team members needs to make a copy of this template and have it made accessible to all of your group members. Now, Google Docs is a really great way to do that through your Google Drive account, and we'll look at that in a minute. So we then need to give your team members and your tutor access to edit before submission. Now, I'll stop there because I would like to show you how to use Google Drive. Google Drive, I'll just go back so you can't see mine to start with. If you just went into Google and typed in Google Drive and clicking on Google Drive, this is basically an online storage device for you. It also comes with the opportunity to, whoops, please don't do that. It also comes with the opportunity for you to do like slideshows online, create yourself a wiki, create shared documents so that you and your colleagues can work on it together, and lots of things. So there's lots of really cool things on this, and it's free, which makes it even better. I use this all the time myself in the classroom. I use it all the time with my students. They upload to it as well, and I do a lot of sharing with colleagues through Google Drive, along with you guys too. Now, let's have a look. So Google Drive, you would go into, there should be a login thing or sign up if you haven't already. I've already done it, so I can't show you what that looks like. But if I go to Google Drive, mine's already going to log straight through. You'll see here, this is the layout of Google Drive. This is mine. I've got more storage than you have because I've bought more storage. I use it a lot. So you can see here that I've got various folders. So I've got my Year 5 NAPLAN prep. I've got my photo backups. I've got my current Year 4 stuff with my colleague in the classroom. I teach phys ed as well, so I've got phys ed file. I've also got a science file. I've archived everything. There's personal. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here. Oh, look, there's my baby. So there's lots and lots of different things that you can do with this particular site. Now, if I want to create myself a file, so at the moment this is my own personal drive, my own personal storage area. You can share things with other people, which you're going to have to do with your group. So let's try and do that for now. So we're gonna, for me, I've got an Apple, so I'm right clicking, or I'm putting 2 fingers in the center of my keypad there, but for people who have different computers, you just need to right click, and you can press on new folder. So for this, I'm going to go EDN113, and I might call it task 1, part A. There you go, because that's my group 1. So I'm going to create that, and it'll pop up in my folders. Now, nobody else can see this. This is just for me. If I wanted to share this file with other people, then they would have access to it, and they would be able to contribute towards whatever is in that file. You can also create a file and then go into that file and just share individual documents if you would like. So this is my group 1 that I've created for my group of 3. I'm going to click into it. There's currently nothing in there. You can simply drag and drop files into it. I would, oops, thinking very hard, just going to go back. All right, so for this one here, I'm going to right click on it again. If it'll let me. Here we go. So it comes up with a whole bunch of options. Now, you can go straight to share, or you can get a shareable link. So if you share with a couple of people, you need to have their email addresses so that you can share it directly with them. So I might press share. The internet at school is very slow today. Thinking very hard. Okay, so I would then start to type in. I'm going to type in my work email address here at the department. So Elise Wilson, catch up, at education.wa.edu.au. Okay. You can add a note if you'd like to say, okay, welcome to your EDM 113 Task 1 Part A. Whatever you'd like to type in there is fine. And then you can quite simply send, and a notification will come up for that person that you've sent it to. And you do that for your group members. You can also see, so there you go, I haven't made a Google account for this, so you'd need to send them an invitation or send them a link. So I'm just going to cancel that one. That's for you guys to figure out yourselves. If I cancel that, you can also get, which is up in the corner here, the shareable link. So instead of having a Google Drive account, you can just get the link and send that to people for them to be able to access it. I'm sorry, the internet's really slow, which is frustrating. There we go. So anyone with this link can view. If I want to change that, I can say anyone with this link can edit. So there's so many options on this site that you can do. It's a little bit overwhelming, but I'm sure that you'll slowly navigate through it. So copy and paste that, and you can just email that directly through your email account if you would prefer. Done. All right, so that there would be your shared Google Drive account. Now, this one here, look, it's got all the information on what you need to do, how to make a copy. Here we go. To make a copy, you go File, you go Make a Copy, which I don't like. It's not working for us. Let's just go Share. There we go. File. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Make a copy. And I'm going to save it, not to my, well, to my drive. Go into my drive, and you can scroll down. There we go. EDM 113, Task 1, Part A. And select OK. So I've saved this now so that everyone who is linked to my EDM 113 Google Drive folder can access. And you can actually access this in real time. So I could be working on it. My partner, for example, if my partner was Keith, hello Keith, you would be able to work on it at the same time. And then whoever else my partner would be, they could also work on it at the same time. So I would certainly suggest you working on it in different colors. So if you are editing it in real time, maybe I would be pink, someone else would be green, someone else would be blue, just so we knew who was who and who was contributing and editing. Now, within this unit, the unit coordinator has made a really conscious effort to help, especially external students, by giving you a lot of information. So there is a lot of information available to you, and hopefully it's stepped out really well. As we go through here, so you now have, so if I went into my drive, I clicked onto my task 1, there's our copy. I can click on that. And it's come up. So it's exactly the same as what we were looking at. I just wanted you to prove it. So it's all the normal stuff that you would see on a Word document. You can change things, you can add it, you can whatever you want to do. So if I'm going to delete this, that would be deleted on my colleague's page as well. So my other 2 group members would also have that deleted. They would see that. Now you need to come up with your team name. You could have, I don't know, Team Awesome. You could make it very linked to the unit in general. You could, as I said, create an acronym. I don't mind. I love hearing creative ones. I've had some fabulous ones in the past, so entertain me. That would be lovely. Your group wiki URL. Now you can't do this until we go back to Google Drive and back. We can probably do it in here actually. So creating it within our file. I'm right clicking and you'll see a list of different things that come up. You can see you've got Google Docs, which is what we've been working on here. That's a Word document, so that's what we call Google Docs. You've got Google Sheets, which is more like an Excel spreadsheet that you can use. You've got Google Slides, which is, as it sounds, like a slideshow, PowerPoint. And then you've got More. So you're going to click on the More tab. And when my internet catches up, you'll see. All right, I'm going to pause here.